Hey, this is Michael with Accurate Automotive. Today we got a 2017 Volkswagen Jetta. Customer's complaint is a grinding noise, and brakes, pedal going all the way to the floor. So essentially, pulled the vehicle in, and you can see, raised it up, did our full inspection, pulled the wheels off. You can see all this rust on the rotor itself, so this makes it sound kind of like a grinding, maybe a metal to metal noise. So we're gonna go ahead and replace the pads and rotors, front calipers, just to make sure that we can get everything brand new on this for this customer. You can see this moving and shaking. I'm surprised they were able to stop, honestly. During our inspection, we also check your tires. You can see here, this is bald on the inside, starting to show some wiring threads here. This is mainly on the driver's side. So we're gonna go ahead and change the front lower control arms, because you can see the wires showing on here, which is why we always inspect your vehicles. So we're gonna change the lower control arms in the front, and then do a little alignment, make sure we get that squared away for the customer. Factory motor part, mainly because they get us everything right away. All right, so we're doing front pads and calipers and rotors, rear pads, calipers and rotors, and then the control arms. And then we are also doing the tires. That's this side, caliper bolt is there, so do not have to worry about it. Awesome. So here, this is the new rotor. Normally, for the most part, usually it's in plastic, and they usually give it like a nice thin coating to help the rust get off of it. So what we do is just kind of spray a little bit brake clean in it and just kind of wipe it down. Flip it around, do the same thing. You can see a little bit of the oil there. What that does is just clean up that oil protection that they put on there. Here's the old rotor, so you can see the difference, but the rotor's the same diameter, same thickness. Once that checks out, then I move along. Some people put it back on, some people like to leave it off. Your discretion. Next thing, here's the caliper. Most calipers have a core. Since we're going to be replacing the caliper, I want to make sure and use the bolts that come back with it. Not necessarily needed, but if you want to have warranty with your calipers, you want to go ahead and use the parts that they send to you, otherwise you void it. You always want to make sure you put the caliper on the right side, because you can see this side, you got the bleeder screw up top and the caliper bolt on the bottom. So the air, when we bleed it, you want the air goes up. So you want it to go ahead and push the air up. And this side here, you can tell it's for the driver's side. The bleeder screw is on top. So then use the copper washers and the new bolts. Now most people don't do this, but or don't know to do this. I was always taught that you put one washer on the inside and another one on the other side of the brake line. Then when you tighten it, you'll tighten it down, back it off, and then you'll retighten it. So to help the grooves get settled. These go inside the piston hole. You just got to push it in there. Now we've gone ahead and replaced the rotor, caliper, brake pads. We lubed up the ears, made sure that everything is tight, including the caliper bolt. Make sure it's not leaking on the backside. We're going to go ahead and do the other side as well. So we're going to go ahead and break these caliper bolts loose.